Hello friends, I am Yogesh Vallal and I hope you all are enjoying this new way of learning. Students, in previous lectures we have studied Pythagoras theorem, Pythagorean triplet, converse of Pythagoras theorem, and we have seen two properties of 30-60-90 degree triangle and 45-45-90 degree triangle. We have solved some problems related with these topics. But in today's lecture, we are going to cover or we are going to study an important topic, that is similarity and right angle triangle and theorem of geometric mean. We are also going to see the proof of this theorem. This theorem is very much of importance because Pythagoras theorem and converse of Pythagoras theorem, proof of these two theorems and converse is totally depend on this theorem. So let's start our today's lecture with similarity and right angle triangle. So let's see what is the statement of this theorem, similarity and right angle triangle. In a right angle triangle, that is in triangle ABC, as angle B is of 90 degree, then it is a right angle triangle. If the altitude is drawn, that is perpendicular drawn from the vertex or right angle to its hypotenuse, drawn to the hypotenuse, then the two triangles, this is the first triangle and this one is the second triangle, then the two triangles formed are similar to original triangle, and original triangle is triangle ABC, and to each other, and that means these two triangles are similar to each other. Okay, so let's write given. Okay, we have considered a triangle, that is triangle ABC. So let's write here, in triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degree. Okay, and BD is perpendicular to hypotenuse AC. Okay, and D is point between A and C. Okay, now from this given information we have to prove these two triangles form are similar to each other and they are similar to original triangle. Okay, so let's see how to write the names of these two triangles. Okay, I have one example. In triangle ABC, if angle B is right angle triangle and BD is altitude, then how can we write the names of these two triangles? We have to follow one trick. We have to write the name of first triangle as triangle ADB. Okay, then it is similar to triangle BDC and it is similar to triangle ABC. Okay, it is very much important that you have to write these names in a particular sequence. Okay, so to write these names you have to follow one trick, ADB. Okay, then write the name of second triangle as BDC and then write ABC. Okay, I think you all are familiar with this figure. Okay, so I have choose this figure as ADB to write the name of first triangle. Then to write the name of second triangle, I have started from BD and then reached to C. And then for original triangle again I have write ABC. Okay, let's practice to write the name of these three triangles. Okay, I will give you two examples afterwards for practice. So let's again come to our proof. Okay, now see, given in triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degree, BD is perpendicular to AC and A dash D dash C. Okay, then we have to show that triangle ADB is similar to triangle BDC. Okay, and these two triangles are similar to the original triangle, that is triangle ABC. Okay, let's start our proof. First of all, I will select two triangles in triangle ADB, that is triangle number 1, and triangle ABC, the original triangle. Okay, if I compare these two triangles, I can easily observe that angle DAB, look at here, angle DAB means this angle, okay, is similar to, is congruent with angle A from the original triangle, or you can write angle BAC, because the reason is common angle. Look again, in triangle ADB and triangle ABC, angle A is common angle. In triangle ADB, we can write it as angle DAB, and in original triangle, we can write angle BAC, or simply you can write angle A. Okay, then in this triangle, angle ADB is right angle, so it is congruent with angle ABC. You can give here the reason, each angle is of 90 degree, each 90 degree. Okay, so therefore I can write triangle ADB is similar to triangle ABC, and the reason I will give it as number 1, and the reason is AA similarity test. Okay, now in second part, I will choose the triangle BDC. In triangle BDC, and again in triangle ABC, we can observe that angle C, okay, that is angle DCB is congruent with angle, you can write ACB or simply write angle C. Again the reason is same, common angle. Okay, and angle BDC itself is of 90 degree, so it is congruent with angle ABC. Again the reason is each 90 degree, and therefore these two triangles, triangle BDC is similar to triangle ABC. Okay, again the reason is same, from AA test of similarity. Okay, and therefore from 1 and 2 we can unify these two statements and write that ADB is similar to triangle BDC and is similar to triangle ABC. Okay, you can give here the reason as from 1 and 2. Okay, in this way similarity and right angle triangle theorem is proved. Okay, again I will explain that if in the right angle triangle, if we draw an altitude or hypotenuse or perpendicular on the hypotenuse from the vertex, then the two triangles formed are similar to each other and they are similar with the original triangle. Okay, and now let's see the theorem of geometric mean. Theorem of geometric mean. Friends, in right angle triangle, if we draw altitude on the hypotenuse, then in triangle ABC, if it is right angle triangle, and if we draw an altitude on the hypotenuse, then that altitude is called as, BD is called as geometric mean. BD is called as geometric mean. Okay, and we can write that BD square is equal to AD into DC. I repeat the statement, BD square is equal to AD into DC, or you can write as BD is equal to AD under root AD into DC. This is called as theorem of geometric mean, and these two topics are important from the problem point of view. Okay, so let's solve some problems related with these topics. So let's solve problem number 3 from problem set 2.1. Here in this problem it is given that in figure 2.18 PQR is equal to 90 degree, QPR, that is angle P, is equal to 90 degree, then PM is perpendicular to segment QR. PM is perpendicular to segment QR. So I will write the given information that in triangle PQR, angle P is equal to 90 degree and PM is perpendicular to QR. This all information is given in the problem, so I will give the reason as given. Okay, now PM is 10, QM is 8, and we have to find QR. Then we have to find QR. So let's solve this problem. Okay, as PM is perpendicular to QR, we write an important statement here that therefore PM is nothing but geometric mean. PM is geometric mean. Okay, so I can write here PM square is equal to QM. Look at the figure, QM into MR. Okay, here we have to find QR, but don't write QR, just write QM into MR. Okay, QM into MR. You can give reason here as theorem of geometric mean. Theorem of geometric mean. Okay, so let's substitute the value. Value of PM is given as 10, so it will become 10 square is equal to QM is 8 into MR. Okay, so it will become 100 upon 8 is equal to MR, and therefore MR will be 12.5 units. Do the calculation on rough page, divide 100 by 8, so you will get 12.5 units. Okay, but don't forget that we have to find the whole side QR. Okay, so I will write here, therefore QR is equal to QM plus MR. If you don't want to lose the marks, then give the reason as Q dash M dash R. Okay, and now substitute the value. That QM is given as 8, and we have find just value of MR as 12.5. So it will ultimately become as 20.5. Okay, in this way we get the value as QR is equal to 20.5 units. Okay, and this will be our final answer. Don't forget to highlight the final answer. Okay. Okay, let's solve one more problem, that is problem number 7. Okay, in figure 2.21, angle DF is equal to 90 degree, FG is perpendicular to ED. If GD is equal to 8, FG is equal to 12, then find EG, FD and EF. EG, FD and EF. Let's solve this problem. Okay, so I will write here, in triangle DFE, in triangle DFE, we have given that angle F is equal to 90 degree and FG is perpendicular to DE. Okay, this whole thing is in the given section. Okay, so I can write here that FG is geometric mean. I can write here as FG is geometric mean. So again using theorem of geometric mean, we can write that FG square is equal to DG into GE. Okay, I will give reason as theorem of geometric mean. Okay, so FG square means 12 square is equal to DG is given as 8 into GE is not given, or you can write here EG. Okay, so it will become 144 upon 8 is equal to EG. In this way we get EG is equal to 144 divided by 8, we get 18 units. We get 18 units. Okay, now we take triangle DGF. Now in triangle DGF, okay, we can write here as angle DGF is equal to 90 degree, and therefore DF will be hypotenuse. So DF square is equal to DG square plus FG square, and the reason is Pythagoras theorem. Okay, now just substitute the values that DF is not known, DG is equal to 8 square plus FG is equal to 12 square is equal to 64 plus 144, and this will become 208. Okay, so in this way we can write here as DF square is equal to 208, and therefore DF means FD, taking square root on both sides we get FD is equal to 2 under root 208 units. You can simplify this value. Okay, now we have to find EF, value of EF. So again select the other triangle as triangle FGE. In triangle FGE you can write here as angle FGE is equal to 90 degree, and therefore EF square is equal to FG square plus EG square. Okay, again Pythagoras theorem. And now just substitute the value as FG is 18 square, FG is equal to 12 square plus EG we have find it as 18 square. Okay, so 144 plus 18 square is 324, and this addition will become 468. Okay, and you can simply write here as therefore taking square root on both sides EF is equal to under root 468 units. You can simplify these values. Okay, and as I have told you earlier, write all these three answers again, that EG is equal to 18 units. Then we have find that FD is equal to under root 208 units, and EF is equal to under root 468 units. Okay, I hope you all have understood today's lecture, and we will study the next topic in the next lecture. Okay, till then, goodbye.